In the last 4 years, the people of the Gateway State has every cause to thank God for the kind of leadership provided by Governor Dapo Abiodun. The people's governor since assumption of office has been firing in all cylinders through the Isheya mantra. From road infrastructure to housing, health, education, agriculture, and the digital sector, evident abounds of policies and plans executed to change the development narrative and take the state to enviable heights among its peers. As described by Governor Dapo Abiodun himself, the project executed by his administration have the input and are informed by the needs of the people as expressed by them at different engagement fora. This, he avers, is because we anchor building our future together agenda on inclusiveness, equity, fairness, transparency, accountability, justice, and obedience to the rule of law. This verdict becomes extremely hard to contest when this series of policy reforms initiated by the Abiodun's administration, including the reinvigoration of the Security Trust Fund, establishment of Public-Private Partnership Office, the Ogun State Digital Economic Infrastructural Project, and the Ogun State Land Revenue and Management System are considered together with the business reforms that Ogun State is now Nigeria's top investment destination. Agro-cargo airport under construction at Ilison Remo in the Ikenne local government area of the state as designated as Aerotropolis, which will have a special agro-processing zone with factories where raw materials could be turned into final products for exports. The airport, located on 5,000 hectares of land, has facilities for commerce, industry, cargo handling, and logistics, and will consolidate Ogun State's competitive advantage in the agriculture, agro-allied, and manufacturing industries. The governor's strides is making business easy and ensuring peace and stability within the state. It is easy to see why Governor Abiodun has been able to consolidate his influence in the Ogun All Progressives Congress strongholds and expand the party's scope of influence with the attraction of all and sundry in the state. Dapo Abiodun was re-elected as the state governor after polling a total of 276,298 votes to defeat his co-contenders in the 2023 general election and was sworn in on the 29th of May 2023.
I, Prince Dapo Abiodun, do solemnly swear and affirm that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So help me God.
In his 100 days in office, the governor has been firing on all cylinders. Not resting on his oars, the governor swung into action immediately by inaugurating the phase 1 of the 7 kilometers Iboru-Imashayi-Igon-Oko to Ayetoro road.
This is the first set of commissioning in the life of this brand new administration, and we are commencing our commissioning from right here in Yewaland to underscore the importance that we attach to not just Yewaland but the entire Ogun West. Ogun State Government Ministry of Works and Infrastructure. This plaque was unveiled in commemoration of the commissioning of Iboru-Imashayi-Ayetoro Road, Yewaland Local Government Phase 1 by me, His Excellency Prince Dapo Abiodun, CON. To the glory of the Almighty God and the use of all sons and daughters of Yewa North, Yewa Land, and Ogun State. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Ogun.
The road, single carriageway, according to the governor, will make huge impact on the lives of the people and the economy of the state. Governor Abiodun also noted that his administration will immediately do an assessment for the reconstruction Itaoshin-Iboru Road so as to make movement from the state capital to Ayetoro and other areas pleasurable drive.
Some of us might not even know the history of this road. But I am thanking the Excellency today because he made a promise. And to God be the glory, he is able to fulfill part of the promise. He asked us, give me one road from each local government. And I can assure you, I am going to do that. And we sat down, all the monarchs from Yewa North. We picked this road. It was started during the Western Region regime. We have never had it so good. This is there. But our able governor proving to us that there's nothing you can do in Lekki that you cannot do in Ogun State. I commend you for that.
On this road, we sincerely appreciate you because in the recent years, the road has been very, very deplorable. But for you to have thought it was that, let me go and rehabilitate it. We say kudos. Thank you.
I remember very well about 2 years or so during one of the budget town hall meetings that we challenged him that things are not really well here. And he sent his deputy governor to meet us to agree on those roads that is prioritized. And that is all about government. Give the people what they want. And this is one of the roads that Academy were not pointed to. And we thank God that today we are commissioning the first phase of the road.
Prince Dapo Abiodun has assured that all efforts are geared to commence the scheduled and non-scheduled flight at the cargo airport located at Ilishon-Iperu Road.
So far what's on ground is quite beautiful. Nice runway, long, wide enough, and we are waiting for to see the state of the art. The runway is nice, beautiful landing, and no braking efforts here.
Thank you.
Because the runway is long, we didn't have to suffer our brakes.
While speaking to journalists after inspecting the airport project, the governor noted that work was being intensified to have a couple of flights take off from the airport to Abuja and other parts of the country.
Multiple flights have landed and taken off from here. We are progressing with our plans for this airport. Where we're standing here is one of the warehouses that is being constructed. It'll be will be the first of many warehouses that will be here. Opposite this warehouse is a terminal building. I am impressed with the quality of work. The apron, as you can see, that's where the planes, the aircrafts park, is the biggest cargo apron in Nigeria today. The runway is the longest runway in Nigeria today. This runway is probably the best, well-constructed runway in Nigeria today. Very soon, we'll begin to operate scheduled an unscheduled flight here. What we're waiting for is for the terminal building to be up. But in the meantime, we're going to convert this warehouse to a temporary terminal building because that is part of the requirements of the regulatory authorities. So I'm pleased that things are going as planned. The airport is sitting in a special processing zone, and that zone is being developed by one of our partners, Arise. They are also proceeding with their plans.
In his 100 days in office, Governor Dapo Abiodun has revealed the state government has started plans to convert buses from diesel to CNG, compressed natural gas, to cushion the impact of the removal of fuel subsidy in the state.
The reason why deregulation immediately began to spark off inflation is because the prices of petrol immediately tripled. And that meant that the cost of transporting people, goods, and services also would, at the minimum, triple. In some other instances, it probably will quadruple because our people will take advantage of what had just happened and they will increase prices by an exponential amount. So we thought ahead in Ogun State. We knew this was coming at some point in time, and we began to work towards it. In line with our transport master plan, we thought we must have a way to begin to think of how to reduce the cost of transportation post-deregulation. We started this journey 5-6 months ago. What you are seeing today is the result of forward thinking, forward planning, dedication, commitment of the entirety of our Ogun State economic team and transportation team.
The conversion is not restricted to state-owned mass transit buses alone and will extend to privately owned minibuses across the state at the expense of the government.
It depends on how many liter capacity of cylinders you package in the vehicle and how much space is there on the vehicle to package the cylinder. Okay, so likewise in this vehicle we have packaged 50 kg around gas can be stored and it can run minimum 150 to 200 kilometer. That depends on the mileage or the road condition basically.
Similarly, the state government began the distribution of cash palliative of 10,000 naira to public servants in the state with effect from July to cushion the effects of subsidy removal.
The peculiar allowance was one of the headings that was agreed that His Excellency will pay, or rather, one of the promises made by His Excellency when he was announcing a comprehensive package on fuel subsidy removal alleviation as part of the palliative measure. We felt that any benefit that we put money in the hand of the civil servants or members of the state are the things that we should do. So that's why the 10,000 is. The 10,000 has started now. I think we're in the second month of the 10,000. The peculiar allowance has also kicked in now. And so we're going down the list, all the things that we said that is going to be done, is being done.
These buses have been fitted with tanks that allow them to travel about 150 kilometers, which is what we expect them out to be able to do on a full tank of CNG, which is about 50 kg. That's assuming that between when they start that journey and end, they might not have the opportunity to refill CNG. Obviously, as we proceed, we will be positioning fueling centers on the bus routes and conveniently located such that the buses can refill CNG from time to time. And let me tell you the other advantage to this. CNG is totally emission free. So in one vein, we reduce transport fares. In another vein, we are not now emitting anything into the environment.
Since he assumed office in the new era of 2023, May 29, of course, as a continuation of 2019, we have very good plan for Ogun State, and he has taken Ogun State from where we were to the global map. Just by the reason of the cargo airport at Ekperu in Ogun State. It's just enough. What are we going to talk about? Is it the road, the construction? We've constructed many roads, much more than the previous administration. In terms of housing, we've built more houses, more than all the administrations since 1976 that Ogun State has been created. I want to tell you that, and if you look at the personality of this person, if you look at his kind of life, his kind of leadership, whereas that is somebody that is very proactive. The removal of subsidy, we all know how he's biting hard on the economy of the nation and that of the state. And we've taken a proactive step in trying to make sure that we cushion the effect of that removal of subsidy. And then our motorcycle is also, we're trying to have this electric motorcycle. All these are put in place so that we can cushion the effect. And we know that if there's going to be development in any nation, these are stages that we need to pass through. We just need to endure. We need to tell our people that these are things that are necessary processes in achieving where we are or where we want to be.
Ogun State government joined other committee of state in the country to flag off the distribution of palliative, an initiative of the federal government basically initiated to cushion the effects of fuel subsidy removal. Governor Abiodun revealed that the 3,000 bags of 10 kilograms of rice that will be distributed will be based on the use of polling units as a reference of distribution all citizens of the state. The governor also stressed that the Central Committee for the distribution of the palliative will be drawn from various sectors down to the local government council to ensure proper implementation of the program.
We have begun paying different allowances, including hazard allowances. We've begun offsetting backlog of different payments, be it pensions, gratuities, deductions, and all other payments, as we see them as part of the cushioning effect of the removal of subsidy. We also decided that not more than 80% of our workforce need come to the office. We will also be providing all our pregnant women state with our Ogun State Health Insurance cover called a Bidero. This will cover their prenatal treatments and also postnatal consultations for up to 6 months, meaning that they can go to a PHC, go to a secondary healthcare or a tertiary and consult prenatal, give birth for free, because the state government is bearing the cost of all that. We will also be extending the same palliative to our students. We will be paying our students, our indigenous students, bursaries across board in all our institutions. We'll ensure that this distribution is effectively, efficiently, and transparently implemented.
This is indeed a great day in the annals of the history of Ogun State. It is with great delight and honor that I welcome you all to this launch in honor of our illustrious sons that our leader and president, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, appointed to the Federal Executive Council. Mr. President has graciously appointed not one, but 3 Ogun State citizens. Other governors were eyeing me. They were eyeing me. This I was eyeing them back. These 3 men are one of the finest in Ogun State. Ogun State is known for always occupying the first positions every time. Because earlier we had the acting Inspector General of Police, Mr. Kayode Gozoke, the acting CBN Governor, Mr. Folasho Odunshonudu, the Accountant General of the Federation, Mr. Watoyin Shakila Medei, all citizens of this great state. On behalf of the entire people and government of the whole state, I join others to congratulate you and thank the Almighty God for this worthy and eminent appointment and elevation.
At this point, I would like to say again, thank you for this honor, and for my family and I, as we continue to pray for God's guidance to deliver us on this task that will be handed. Thank you all so very much. Thank you.
It's indeed a pleasure of mine to welcome all of you to this event, the inauguration of the 16-man local organizing committee for the 2024 National Sports Festival that will hold here in our dear state.
The gentlemen and women that assemble here before you today to accept this offer to serve as members of the local organizing committee are literally the best brains and minds in sports today in Nigeria. On behalf of all the members, I gladly accept to offer to serve the state in this capacity and to serve Nigeria in this capacity. I have no doubt that by this time, November, December next year, the whole world would stand up to applaud what we would have achieved in Ogun State. Thank you very much.
In just 100 days in office, Prince Dapo Abiodun CON left no stone unturned towards ensuring the people of Ogun State are reaping the dividends of democracy in all sectors of the economy through his Ìṣẹ̀yà mantra.
Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn.